Welcome to the Tinteán podcast. My name is Dermot. I'm joined by Jimmy Deenihan, chair of the Tinteán Theatre, and we are joined by the Dublin City Ramblers. Welcome.
Thanks very much.
Thanks very much.
Good to be here.
If you don't mind, I'm going to start at the end because the end of your show, I noticed you did the national anthem.
Yep.
And my mother has been to a few shows here at the Tinteán and she's really enjoyed them. But she is always disappointed when we don't finish with the national anthem. So I just wondering if you'd speak to that. And
Yeah, we always do the national anthem for time we start playing 50, 60 years ago. And we also do when we go to America. We started playing the American national anthem probably 30 years ago. And the amount of people that come up and say, you know, it's very respectful because none of the bands over there do it, including their own, so a lot of our own bands. But we always insist on doing it. We're doing actually the Iowa Festival on the 2nd, 3rd and 4th. This is the 19th year of it. And we started the festival with them. I think it was 19 years ago, obviously. And there was 750 people at the first festival. And last year they had 67,000.
wow.
That's how big festivals spread in America. But I opened the festival every year, myself and the lads, to start the pipe bands coming up, and then fellas sing the American national anthem, and then we sing the Irish national anthem there as well, and we still do it every year now.
Brilliant. Yeah.
There's respect for everybody, for your nation, your own nation, and other nations. You know.
Yeah. I think it's a nice touch.
It is. I love it. Yeah, I
wouldn't
wouldn't go anywhere without doing it. You know.
Brilliant. I know Jimmy's mad to talk about football. I hope you're okay with that.
Well, the Dublin City Ramblers, you have a huge connection with Ballybunion
Oh yeah.
for years. So
Yeah.
it's just great to have you back here in Ballybunion again.
It's great to be back, Jimmy. Thanks a million for having us. Yeah.
Yes, and like you can see with our programme, we have a very good mix.
Yeah.
Different genres of music.
Yeah.
And we just, the present committee, we just took over 2 years ago, but it's going very well, and we are attracting huge attendance this year.
Yeah.
And so it was great to have you here tonight, just because of that nostalgic connection.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Ballybunion.
Oh, the pleasure's all ours, yeah, believe me. And everybody here, Mike himself, yourself, and Dara and Brian, the sound and lighting guys, they're absolutely amazing. They had us all set up in 5 minutes. You know, just anybody that's other bands are coming if they're listening, you'll have no problems. Fantastic people, very, very nice.
The place was closed for a number of years, and we were asked to take it over because it's all voluntary. We run the pool as well here.
All right.
So it's the pool staff really that runs the place here.
Yeah.
And we do, as I say, voluntary. There was a debt on it that we are trying to repay.
Yeah.
And then we put in a new sound system and a new lighting system with grant aid from the Department of the Arts.
It's fantastic, actually. Yeah.
That has really improved it. And so we're going to continue now. We hope to put in a projector there that we can show films, because there's no kind of cinema. There was one private cinema in the Stole, and that's closed.
Cousin of my wife's owned that in Ballybunion, and the arcade. Yeah.
That was a very famous one.
Yes, it really was. He owned the arcade, and he owned the cinema, and he owned nearly half of Ballybunion.
That's
and
right.
his wife still lives here, I believe.
Yeah.
Brian was his name.
Williams.
Not Williams, no. Brian Carney.
Brian Carney, yeah.
Yeah. He's up back in Dublin now. I meet him
yeah.
from time to time. Yeah, going to the matches. Yeah.
But I just only met him there 2 weeks ago.
Did you?
Brian, he was down for a
God,
funeral.
yeah.
And he still loves Ballybunion.
He does. Yeah. God, he's a very funny character. Yeah. He had me doing a charity marathon, playing at a charity marathon from some years ago. He said, just his character, you know, in a pub in Dublin. He said, come on down, and will you play at the charity marathon when they all come in? I said, yeah. So all the lads were at the bar in t-shirts, and they were all about 40 stone. And he went out, I said, you done the marathon? He said, watch me. And he ran up the road about 100 yards and ran back. So, I'm done now, give us a point there. And I ended up playing for the whole crowd, which was my wife, her sister, our brother and his wife. And that was it, 4 people. Nobody coming in after the marathon, but he's a character.
Yeah, but I know that you have a huge interest in football as well.
Oh yeah.
It's the 50th anniversary of 1974 that Dublin won
big
the
Galway,
and really resurrected Gaelic football at that time.
Yeah.
Now I know that kind of hurling has taken over now. Unfortunately, the Gaelic game is not as attractive as it was back then.
Yeah.
Because it's a different game. but certainly that 74 was a major landmark in Gaelic football.
It was really,
And
yeah.
that Kerry-Dublin rivalry then started the following year when we won the All-Ireland,
Yeah.
and then they won it for the next
You
2
broke my
years.
heart many times.
So it started a great rivalry between Kerry and Dublin, but
Yeah.
also it led to a great kind of renaissance in Gaelic football.
It really did, yeah. I mean, I love the game, but all these 30, 40 hand passes before a point is scored now is kind of driving everybody mental, you know.
But I think that hurling now has taken over.
That game
as
last
the
Sunday
Gaelic
was
game,
unbelievable.
And ladies football.
Yeah. I go to all the ladies' matches when I can, you know, from
Yeah.
once I'm home, and they're fantastic, you know. But this coming Sunday now, I think won't be your normal 50 passes at a time. I said between Galway and Armagh, I mean, it's going to be a cracker, you know.
It should be.
Yeah.
Galway are a very good side, and
They hammered Dublin in the second half.
they have a number of scorers as well, shooters.
Yeah,
you know, they're not relying
exactly,
on
yeah.
Welch and Comer anymore.
Yeah.
They have, 7 or 8 that can kick
They
points.
have, yeah.
Now Armagh are a good side.
They are, yeah.
They're very
yeah.
disciplined, and they're very well, I suppose, trained and so forth. Like Kieran Donaghy, who's great basketball.
Yeah, he's doing a
player.
great job with them.
He's done a
Jeez,
great
fantastic.
job with him. And Kieran McGeeney, in all fairness,
Yeah.
has been there for a long time with him. But
Oh, yeah.
he's proven a point that
Yeah.
he's developed a team that could win the All-Ireland now.
Yeah, right, they probably will. I remember back in 77 when Dublin beat Armagh by 5-12, I think it was.
That's right,
yeah. And to 3-10 or something like that. And Paddy Cullen was interviewed after, and he said, "Yeah, man, that's a fantastic win." He said, 5 goals. He said, "Yeah, but I led in 3. He wasn't happy camper.
Jimmy Keaveney got
Jimmy.
a goal, a lob goal.
Yeah,
is a good,
yeah.
But what do you think here of our facility here of the theatre?
Your facility here is absolutely fantastic. I mean, it's second to none. Seriously, we've done them all here. We'll be doing big, huge theatres in America next week or the week after. And with the facilities here, I find more important about not just the facilities, but I find when somebody's there to meet you when you get there, the hospitality. And the two lads were there in the blink of an eye. And they were just, what do you need, what do you want? And then Mike himself and yourselves. It was a big surprise for me you were here tonight, you know. A very pleasant one, I can tell you. But yeah, it's fantastic here. Yeah, I didn't realize. I just went in there to meet Mike, and the bar you have in there is gorgeous. All the facilities are here. Everything you could want.
You should be very proud of it.
Yeah,
Very,
absolutely.
very,
Tommy.
everyone should be proud to hold.
Yeah,
And it's a credit, you know. That's what I said at opening up. It's a credit. And
it deserves to be full 7 days and nights a week. You know, it really does.
It should. I don't know. Someone should, RT or such, should come down and really promote this.
Yeah,
This needs to be promoted. Nobody knows about it. And I can tell you one thing. With all these cultural events, you could put so much on here. It should be a hub. Everything, the scenery, and even the beachfront and everything, it would be amazing.
I mean the size of the stage, even for it to have plays on
Yeah.
some of the more famous plays. I mean, fantastic. It's absolutely. And if you're putting a cinema in as well, that's going to.
It'd be wonderful.
And the equipment you have as well, like the sound on stage was fantastic, which makes playing so much easier as well. You know, it was fantastic. Yeah, it's great to see that you're actually investing money into it. You know, that you're not hobbling together. You know, a bit of PA from here and a bit of couple of microphones. You know, that's,
Yeah.
You got a proper sound.
it's
really
great. Yeah,
lovely,
it really
great.
is fantastic.
Oh, it's a magic sound system. And lighting. The lighting, the lads are so obliging there. They set up the back of the stage for us, you know. The girl that was with us there, she brought down her, she will bring the iPad. I said, yeah, our laptop, whatever. And she just handed it to Brian. They had it set up in 2 minutes. Fantastic, you know.
Yeah, I think I remember I was brought in to see the place when it was closed.
Yeah,
We were
yeah.
The directors had come on board to take over, and a few of us were brought in. We were looking at, we're going to do painting and whatever.
Yeah.
I couldn't get over the theatre, seeing even behind the scenes and everything. Day one seems to have been done right.
Yeah.
A lot of effort was put in day one, and I think when you come on board, then you really want to make the most of that.
Yeah,
Like it was sitting unused for too long.
Yeah.
And we wanted to make sure that it gets the use that it deserves.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a great sense of comradeship as well, you know. It's not just somebody giving it up, but somebody else. You should have put that there. Everybody's rolling it together, you know. Rolling it together. You know, it's fantastic.
And you're on the circuit now. How to compare with the other centres around Ireland?
Oh, it's top of the class, no, absolutely.
It is.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing you look around. There's nothing you could fault.
I've been in a few of the theatres around. This is as good as any of the new theatres.
Absolutely,
like the
yeah.
Venue Theatre in Rathhouse, the Mill Theatre in Dundrum in Dublin. I mean, and they get probably a lot more funding than you do here, and you've done a fantastic job here. You know.
No, it's first class. Couldn't. There's not a fault in it, and I mean that from the heart. It's not just saying that.
Yeah, no, it really deserves to be on the map now. It really does. Yeah, it's a fabulous facility.
Well, I suppose with your own circle, you can promote it and suggest.
Oh, we will, and absolutely on our Facebook and everything, all that. Oh yeah,
Thanks very much.
big time.
So we briefly discussed 50-year anniversaries.
Yeah.
Since we're on the topic, how does it feel to be going for 50 years?
I started in 1963 actually with my brother who passed away there 2 weeks ago, and a group called the Jolly Tinkers. There was 4 of us in it: Patsy Watchorn, Pat Cummins, and my brother Matt. And then we, about 3 years of that, then we changed the name to the Queer Fellas after a Brendan Bean play, you know. And then in '69 we all kind of went our separate ways. Myself and Patsy Watchorn formed the Ramblers in 1970. And I was 5 then, you know.
Yeah. Maths checks out, yeah.
But yeah, we've had it owes me nothing. We've had a great life, you know, and really have. And I just love music. You know, they ask me. Some people say, you know, would you not? You know, you're living at home. Your own. The wife passed away 9 years ago, and you know, there with the microwave and the fridge, you know, and I just love it. If somebody said to me at a bus stop, you know, give us a song, I'd say, what key do you want it in, you know? And that's genuine. My sister-in-law, my family's be saying, would you not just ease off a bit? And, you know, I'm 76 this year now, you know, and I said, what would I do, you know? You just vegetate, you know, and it's not what I want.
It must be a great buzz to know that people still want to come out and see you. Like the crowd there. We were talking. It was unfortunate it wasn't bigger, but the crowd were so engaged. Everyone had a brilliant night.
Yeah.
So that you must get great feedback.
Of course. I mean, there's a woman come up there. Sorry, the woman just walked up. She's the last woman out, and I knew she was waiting. So remember, they saw me going after her, and she said, "I can't believe I'm seeing you again." I said, "Why?" She said, "The last time I saw you was 50 years ago in the Wexford Inn in Dublin." So of course I remember you. You have an age today. It's true. It was 50 years in the Wexford Inn in Dublin, you know. But yeah, it's been a great life. We couldn't complain about it, you know. I mean, everybody, we all have our own friends, and they all come to the gigs and stuff, and, you know. But it's 54 years now with the Ramblers. Actually, we missed it. We were celebrating our 50th, but the COVID came along, and so we call it the 50th Interrupted Tour.
Very good.
But like you were up there with the Furies, they came after you, the Dubliners, the Wolf Tones. They all came to Ballybunion at that time.
Oh yeah,
all those groups.
Yeah, everybody under the sun, every band under the sun. You know, we'd be in maybe the East End, they'd be in a hotel, or vice versa the next month. You know, we made some great friends over the years. You can't buy that stuff. You know, it's amazing. And I love, especially with the football too, going to Kroger or anywhere. You'll always meet somebody. How's it going? How are the Ramblers? How is this? And no matter where you go, it's great. I just get great fun out of it, great enjoyment out of it. You know, I love it. You know.
The Pecker Dunn down around here a lot.
Oh, he was,
born
and raised down around here. He passed away there years ago.
He spent a lot of time in the Stole.
I've seen him up here.
Actually, his son is quite a good musician.
Yeah.
In the Stole. But the Pecker was a genius.
Oh yeah.
Great banjo player, and then he was also
played
a
songwriter. Yeah, and the fiddle as well. Yeah.
Like Sullivan's John.
That's a great song.
Do you do that song?
Yeah, we do. I've just never. The odd time I think of it, I would. Yeah. It's a great song. I love it, and you could play that on your own with a banjo. It's a real banjo song, you know. Yeah.
Well, he was a banjo player. He used to play at the races all over the country.
Yeah. I was in the embankment one night. You know the embankment, Mick McCarthy's and Sean McCarthy's.
Yeah.
We were there one night, and he's a great character. Paddy Roy and him were great friends. And Pecker said at the end of the night, we were all kind of 4 in the morning. That's where we always went. We could be coming home from here at 5 in the morning. And we called into Uncle Mick for one. So the place be jammed. You know, we spent 3 days there one night. You know. And Pecker said to me, somebody said that Pecker's looking for a lift. I thought he was going to Ballyfermor or something, you know. So I went over and said, "You looking for a lift, Pecker?" I said, "Cheers, I am." I said, "Where are you going?" He said, "Listowel." I got drunk. We all got drunk. It's true. I drove him to Listowel. And he put me, I don't know where he put me up in the hay shed or something overnight. Joe's God. And I didn't woke up the next morning, didn't know where I was. Where am I? And I had to ask someone, where am I? You're just outside Listowel. Oh, that's grand. Headed back home, you know. But that's the sort of character he was, you know.
No, well, Sean McCarthy, the great songwriter.
Oh, yeah.
Mick McCarthy's brother, like lived in Finuge for maybe about 30 years.
That's right, yeah.
Before he passed away, but so we have a festival for him every year.
You were saying that earlier,
August
yeah.
weekend.
Love to do it, yeah.
So hopefully next year.
Yeah, please God.
But we have Jim McCann was down there. He did Grace down there. And
Ah,
he's
yeah,
online.
yeah.
We've had Johnny McAvoy, Liam Clancy.
Yeah.
They've been all down.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
The Furies were down.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful venue. Talk Sheams in Finuge.
Oh yeah, I
It's
know
a
about it. Yeah,
traditional
yeah.
farmhouse
I
building.
think we were asked to do it once or twice, but we were going to America or something,
Yeah.
or couldn't make it. You know, but love to do. Just give me a buzz anytime. Mike has been over there. Yeah,
Absolutely.
love to do it. Yeah. But I think they were from Lichtenau originally.
From Greenville in the store.
Yeah.
And there was a big family there, and
Yeah.
you know, they saw tough times like everybody else did.
Yeah.
But Mick was very successful.
Oh yeah. He was the most honest rogue I've ever met. He was a character. If ever, we went in one night and we were coming back from the place called the Rag in Thurles 2 days before Christmas, and two of the lads knew me, said, and Patsy, we were, at the time I was drinking, you know. So two of them, I was calling this Uncle Mick. I'm not calling this Uncle Mick. We'll be here till Christmas morning. And he was right. We went in and it was packed, and some of the Clancy lads were there, and the Furies, a few of them. We said, and Patsy went in, and Mick left. I think Mick left about 8 o'clock in the morning, and he said, Sean, lock the door behind me, and locked the door behind him, and off he went. About 2 hours later, nearly 10 o'clock, people going to work, and he pulled up in the back of a police bike, and the guard with him. Now imagine that these days. And he said, and he was madly drunk. He said, come in, guard, come in. He said, give that guard anything he wants off the top shelf. So I gave him something. And he said, Sean, I'm going to need a hand in a while, you know, with the old car. Where's the ass? I'll show you. And we went through. So we're there till about 11 or 12. We hadn't gone home. Of course, there was no mobiles, and the boys were ringing around. John, you know where Patsy is? You know where Sean is? It was Christmas Eve now. And next minute Mick said, okay lads, I want the Furies to follow me home. So we followed him down, and we had a cream Merc, big Merc, and he used to live in Stillorgan, and he'd go up through around where that mines and all that crap. And there was one particular traffic light he always fell asleep at. It was 6 or 8 in the morning, and the cops used to knock on the door. Mick, have you not got a colour that suits you? The lights were changing, red, green, yellow, red. It's true as God. And he said to me, we'll get 2 or 3 of the cars to follow me down. So we followed him down. There was his Merc, right beside the bus stop, and it was like that in the dish. He was having to just go, he fell asleep, just went off the road. And he had to call one of the local fellas with a big tractor, pull it out, yeah. He said, it was dipping me lights, he said. True, I swear to God, there were some characters.
Different times.
Oh, completely, yeah. Those days, and I know it's nothing to boast about, we're going home if you had to drink, like, you know, you'd always, if you had the time when in the 80s there, or 70s, when we had a few records in the charts, and the cops would know you know, and they'd pull you up, lads, the old boot's very heavy there, you know. I said, oh, sorry, guard, sorry. The Ramblers, any old tapes. Many's in the station, well, there's about 12 of us, there's 20. And just go easy on the pedal nowadays. Jeez. But they were great days.
Brilliant. Anything else you want to ask?
Not really, only just we look forward to coming to Finuge next year.
Ah, please God, we just want to say a huge thank you to everybody, honestly, to yourself, Jimmy, and yourself, Bern. And we had an absolute ball. We couldn't ask for more, you know, seriously.
Thank you very much.
I told him Mike just gives a buzz himself, you know, we'll start something out of him and yourself. Anytime. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks
Thank
very
you.
much.
It's an absolute pleasure.
Thanks, John.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, Jimmy.